Beyond the Hype, a fashion lifestyle tech podcast. Presented by Stephanie Williams and Greg Lewis.
Hey everyone, and welcome back. Today we're going to be taking a deep dive into the metaverse.
Ooh, metaverse.
Yeah, but not just any corner of it. We're going hyper-specific.
Okay.
And focusing on where high fashion and high tech collide.
Interesting.
Specifically, what's happening on Roblox and all the hype around Metaverse Fashion Week.
Oh, very cool.
Now, I know you're tuned in because you're fascinated by the listeners' known interest, and this goes way beyond just kids playing games.
Yeah, you got that right. This is about a digital world that's quickly becoming like the place to be.
The place to be.
Yeah, for self-expression brands connecting with a whole new generation and even serious investment opportunities.
Oh, wow. Okay, so first let's paint the picture. Roblox, 88.9 million daily active users.
Wow.
To put that into perspective, that's basically the entire population of Germany logging in every single day.
Every day.
And they're not just logging in, they are spending a collective 20.7 billion hours engaged on the platform.
That's a lot of engagement.
That is a huge shift in how people, especially younger folks, are spending their time.
And what's fascinating is that this translates into some serious cash.
Okay.
Roblox just raised its annual revenue forecast to $3.57 billion.
Whoa.
Now think about what that means for you and mention the listeners' known interest. That kind of growth signals a massive market for anyone in your field.
Yeah, so it's not just fun and games, it's big business.
Big business.
Speaking of business, where does fashion come into all of this?
Well, digital wearables on Roblox are exploding in popularity, just like we've seen with sneakers and streetwear in the real world.
Oh yeah, for sure.
But it's deeper than just looking cool for users. It's about expressing their identity in this digital space.
It's like having your own virtual closet, but the possibilities are endless.
Right.
Speaking of pushing boundaries, let's talk about Metaverse Fashion Week. Mark your calendars, November 20th through the 24th.
And get this, it's happening not just in the metaverse, but also in physical locations in Silicon Valley.
Oh, a hybrid event.
Yeah, this blended reality approach where the digital and real-world events are happening at the same time is totally unique.
So picture this. You've got your digital avatar strutting down a virtual runway, while at the same time, there's a real-life event happening in Silicon Valley with designers and tech folks mingling. It's like stepping into the future.
Exactly. The Metaverse Fashion Council, or MFC, the group behind this event, is all about breaking the mold. They want to make fashion more open, less exclusive, and truly integrated with technology.
So it's not just about recreating a traditional fashion show in the metaverse.
Yeah.
It's about doing something completely different. They've got some pretty ambitious goals for this year's event, right?
They do. They're aiming for a 10-fold increase in attendance compared to last year. That tells you they're expecting massive interest in this fusion of fashion and tech. They're also partnering with some big-name tech companies in Silicon Valley, which could lead to some seriously cool innovations.
Wait, hold on, a 10-fold increase? That's a huge jump.
Yeah.
I mean, are they really expecting that many people to be interested in this?
Well, think about it this way. Fashion is a multi-trillion-dollar industry globally. And when you combine that with the rapidly growing world of the metaverse, it's no surprise they're seeing this kind of potential, especially since they're trying to make this event accessible to everyone, not just the elite fashion crowd.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
So it sounds like they're trying to democratize fashion, making it more inclusive and participatory.
Exactly. One of their goals is actually to empower the community to become stakeholders in this event. Imagine a fashion week where the audience has a say in what gets showcased and how the industry evolves. That's pretty revolutionary.
That's so cool. And of course, there's the business side of things. I bet there are tons of investors and entrepreneurs watching this whole thing unfold very closely.
Absolutely. The MFC is very intentionally creating a platform for new brands and investors to connect. For someone like you interested in mentioning the listener's known interest, this could be an incredible opportunity to see firsthand where the future of fashion and tech is heading.
So we've got a booming platform, a revolutionary fashion event, and massive financial potential. It all sounds super exciting, but I know there's another side to this story. We got to talk about the recent controversies surrounding Roblox, particularly when it comes to child safety.
Right. We can't ignore the elephant in the room. Yeah. There have been some serious allegations raised against Roblox, particularly around their efforts to protect young users from inappropriate content and interactions.
Yeah, those reports about the Bloomberg investigation and the stuff Hindenburg Research was claiming were pretty disturbing. It makes you wonder if they're doing enough to keep kids safe on their platform.
Well, in response to these concerns, Roblox has made several changes, including boosting parental controls, investing in better content moderation tools, and significantly increasing the number of human moderators they have monitoring the platform.
So they're at least trying to address these problems, but it's a constant challenge, right? It's like a never-ending race to stay ahead of those who might try to exploit the platform.
Exactly. And it's a reminder that the metaverse, while full of incredible possibilities, also presents new challenges that we need to think critically about.
Okay, so we've covered the basics. Explosive growth, a revolutionary fashion event, and some serious concerns about safety. But I think it's time to step back and look at the bigger picture here.
Absolutely. Let's unpack what the rise of platforms like Roblox and events like Metaverse Fashion Week really tell us about where we're headed in terms of technology, culture, and even how we define ourselves, and explore that incredible growth of Roblox and all the buzz around Metaverse Fashion Week.
Yeah, and now it's time to really kind of step through that looking glass and see what this event is all about. Remember, we're talking about a blended reality experience happening both in the Metaverse and in physical locations in Silicon Valley.
Exactly. Metaverse Fashion Week isn't just confined to the digital world. It bridges that gap between the virtual and the real, with events happening simultaneously in both spaces. Imagine digital avatars rocking the latest styles on virtual runways, while at the same time, designers and tech innovators are clinking glasses in Silicon Valley, all part of the same event.
It's like stepping into a sci-fi movie, but it's actually happening. Okay, so what exactly can we expect to see at this blended reality fashion extravaganza?
Well, the Metaverse Fashion Council has curated a really incredibly diverse program. We're talking fashion shows, presentations, conferences, panel discussions, even award ceremonies. There's something for everyone, whether you're a fashion fanatic, a tech enthusiast, or an investor looking for the next big thing.
Okay, so let's say I'm someone interested in mention the listener's known interest.
Yeah.
What's in it for me? What should I be paying attention to?
Well, you'll definitely want to check out the demo days with investors. That's where the real action happens. It's a chance to see cutting-edge fashion tech being presented to potential investors, and who knows, maybe even spot the next unicorn in the making.
Sounds right up your alley. It's a chance to see the future of fashion and tech unfolding right before your eyes, and maybe even get in on the ground floor of something big.
Precisely. Remember, one of the MFC's key goals is to provide a platform for new brands and investors. They want to foster innovation and make Metaverse Fashion Week the epicenter of the fashion tech revolution.
It's like a matchmaking service for fashion and technology, and you get a front row seat. Okay, so besides all the cool events and potential investment opportunities, who are the big players shaping this landscape? We know Roblox is huge, but who else should we be keeping an eye on?
Roblox is definitely a major force, especially when it comes to attracting the younger demographic. But we're also seeing established fashion houses like Gucci, Burberry, and Nike dipping their toes into the metaverse pool.
It's almost like they've realized they can't afford to ignore this space anymore.
Yeah.
Their customers are spending more and more time in the metaverse, so it makes sense for them to be there too.
Absolutely. And it's not just about replicating their physical designs in the digital world. They're experimenting with entirely new concepts that take advantage of the unique possibilities of the metaverse.
So it's not just about selling a digital version of a handbag or a pair of sneakers. It's about creating something totally new and innovative.
Exactly. And the technology is evolving at such a rapid pace that possibilities are practically limitless. We're seeing the emergence of AI-powered customization tools, for example. Imagine being able to create a completely unique, one-of-a-kind digital garment that perfectly reflects your personal style.
Whoa, that's mind-blowing.
Yeah.
It takes personalized fashion to a whole new level. Okay, so we've got the blended reality aspect, the diverse program of events, the key players shaping the scene. But what about the long game? How do you see this blending of the digital and physical realms impacting the future of fashion?
Well, it's still early days, but I think we're on the cusp of a major transformation. The lines between physical and digital fashion will continue to blur. We'll see more crossover designs with garments existing in both worlds. Think of it like this. You buy a dress in the real world and get a digital twin for your avatar to wear in the metaverse.
That's so cool. It's like having the best of both worlds.
Exactly. And I think we'll see an even greater emphasis on sustainability in the metaverse. Digital fashion has the potential to significantly reduce waste and resource consumption compared to traditional fashion production.
So it's not just about looking good, it's about doing good too.
Precisely. And of course, we can expect even more innovative uses of technology in fashion design and production. AI, VR, and AR will play increasingly important roles, opening up new possibilities for customization, personalization, and even virtual try-ons.
Hold on, virtual try-ons. Tell me more about that.
Imagine being able to see how a garment looks on you in the metaverse before you even buy it. You can experiment with different styles, colors, and fits without ever leaving your house.
Wow, that would be a game changer, especially for online shopping.
Absolutely. It's all about creating a more immersive and engaging shopping experience. And lastly, I think Metaverse Fashion Week will continue to evolve and expand, becoming a truly global phenomenon that attracts even more brands, designers, and consumers.
So we're really just seeing the tip of the iceberg here. It sounds like the fashion industry is on the verge of a major disruption, and it's all being driven by this incredible convergence of technology and creativity.
Exactly. And the most exciting part is that we're still in the early stages. The metaverse is constantly evolving, and who knows what incredible innovations we'll see in the years to come.
Okay, before we get too carried away with all the possibilities, this is something we need to address.
Yeah.
In part one, we talked about the controversy surrounding Roblox and the concerns about child safety. How does that play into this whole Metaverse Fashion Week situation?
That's a really important point, and it's something we can't overlook. While the excitement around Metaverse Fashion Week is palpable, it's crucial to remember that the same concerns we have about safety and responsibility on Roblox apply to the metaverse as a whole.
Right. We can't just get caught up in the glitz and glamour and forget about the potential risks, especially when it comes to young people who might be more vulnerable to exploitation or harmful content.
Exactly. We need to be having these conversations now as the metaverse is developing to ensure that it's a safe and inclusive space for everyone.
So as we look ahead to Metaverse Fashion Week and the future of fashion in the metaverse, what are some of the key questions we should be asking ourselves?
Well, for starters, how can we balance the excitement of innovation with the responsibility of protecting users, especially young people? How can we ensure that the metaverse is a space where everyone feels welcome and safe to express themselves?
Those are really important questions, and it sounds like there's no easy answer.
Exactly. It's going to require collaboration and dialogue between tech companies, fashion brands, policymakers, parents, and educators to create a metaverse that is both exciting and ethical.
Okay, so we've explored the blended reality of Metaverse Fashion Week, the incredible program of events, the key players driving this revolution, and the potential impact on the future of fashion. But we also need to be mindful of the challenges and work together to create a safe and inclusive metaverse for everyone.
Absolutely. And it's important to remember that the metaverse at its core is about human connection. It's about sharing experiences, expressing ourselves, and connecting with others in new and meaningful ways. So we've been talking a lot about the metaverse and fashion.
Metaverse Fashion Week, all the excitement.
Right, but like with any new thing, there are some things we need to think about.
Yeah, in the previous parts, we talked about those concerns around Roblox, child safety and all that. Those reports from Bloomberg and Hindenburg Research were pretty eye-opening.
Yeah.
So as we look ahead to Metaverse Fashion Week and beyond, how can we make sure these issues are being taken seriously?
Well, it's good to see that Roblox is taking steps to improve safety on its platform. They've beefed up the parental controls, put money into better tools for content moderation, and they have way more human moderators now.
But it feels like it's a constant battle, right?
It is. It's like a never-ending game of whack-a-mole.
You fix one thing and then something else pops up.
Exactly.
It seems like it'll take a team effort, parents, educators, tech companies, and policymakers to really make a safe and responsible metaverse.
I think so. And it's not just about protecting children either. We need to be thinking about, inclusivity, accessibility, and ethical considerations for everyone. The metaverse should be a place where everyone feels welcome, respected, and like they can be themselves.
So beyond the safety stuff, what are the bigger implications of all of this? How do you see this metaverse thing impacting our lives, personally and professionally in the years to come?
That's a really good question. I think we're just starting to understand the potential impact. For one thing, traditional businesses, especially those in fashion and retail, they're going to have to adapt to this new digital landscape.
It's like they're being forced to play catch up, right?
Yeah, exactly. Their customers are already in the metaverse, so they need to figure out how to connect with them there or risk being left behind.
Makes sense.
And this is actually creating new opportunities for different business models and partnerships. We're seeing brands team up with tech companies, game developers, even individual creators to build these unique and engaging experiences in the metaverse.
So it's not just about doing the same old thing, but in the metaverse. It's about coming up with fresh ideas and taking advantage of the unique things this new digital world has to offer.
Exactly. And on a personal level, I think the metaverse can change how we connect with each other, how we express our creativity, and even how we see ourselves.
Interesting.
Imagine going to a virtual concert with friends from all over the world, or working together on a creative project without ever leaving your house.
Wow, yeah. It's like breaking down all those geographical barriers.
Right, creating a truly global community. And it's not just about fun. The metaverse could revolutionize education, healthcare, even how we work. The possibilities are truly endless.
Okay, that all sounds amazing. But what about the downsides? Are there risks we should be aware of as the metaverse becomes more and more a part of our lives?
Well, one of the biggest worries is data privacy. As we spend more time in the metaverse, we're giving away tons of information about ourselves, our likes, dislikes, and what we do. It's really important that this data is protected and used the right way.
It's like we're trading our privacy for convenience and entertainment.
Yeah, we need to be careful about what we're giving up and make sure there are protections in place.
For sure. What else?
There's also the risk of making existing social inequalities worse. If access to the metaverse is limited by things like money or where you live, we could see a digital divide.
A digital divide.
Yeah, where some groups can't experience the benefits of this new world.
That's a really good point. We need to make sure the metaverse is available to everyone, no matter their background.
Absolutely. And there's also the potential for the metaverse to become an echo chamber, where people only talk to others who agree with them. That could lead to more division and less healthy debate.
It's like the filter bubble on steroids.
Exactly.
Yeah.
We need to find ways to encourage different viewpoints and respectful conversations in the metaverse, just like we try to do in real life. And it's important to remember that the metaverse is still very new. We have a chance to shape its future and make sure it reflects what we value as a society.
Okay, so to wrap up our deep dive today, it sounds like the metaverse is a place of incredible opportunity, but also some very real concerns. As we move forward, it's going to be crucial to keep those concerns in mind.
I agree. We need to be thoughtful and intentional about how we build and participate in this new world.
Well said. So what do you think, listener? What role do you see yourself playing in all of this? Will you jump in head first or approach it with a little more caution?
It's really up to you. The important thing is to learn, stay curious, and think about how you want to be a part of this new digital frontier.
That's it for our deep dive into Roblox and Metaverse Fashion Week.
Beyond the Hype, a fashion lifestyle tech podcast.